Booking forms are a great way to allow prospective students to sign up for their first lesson right from your website. We have two different types of booking forms, both with their own functionality: Book from Availability and Book from Calendar. Before we look into these booking forms in detail, let's take a look at some of the settings in your MyMusicStaff account that you can get set up ahead of time. Firstly, click on your name in the top right corner and click on Business Settings. Under the Policies tab, you'll see a number of policies that you can set up for allowing student booking. This includes the minimum amount of time you want to have notice for a new lesson, the maximum amount of time you want people to be able to book ahead of time, and if you allow weekly time slot holds, how long you want a slot to be reserved for before it's open to others. Don't forget to select whether you want to allow new students to book from the booking form on your website only, or if you want current students to also be able to book from the student portal as well. Now that we have our business settings ready, let's prepare our account to use a Book from Calendar booking form. Visit your calendar and create a new open lesson slot during the time you want to teach a lesson. This is what will show up on your website as being available to book. Now, let's head to our website and add a Book from Calendar block to our website by clicking on Blocks, Forms, then dragging and dropping the Book from Calendar form into the preview window. To customize this form, you can click on the pencil icon in the top corner and edit any of the information available, including the age group of the students you'd like to teach, the student status, whether you want them to receive student portal login information, or whether the student should be automatically tagged with a specific group tag. Using this information, you can also collect payment methods, as well as charge a registration fee if you wish. These features are also included in our basic sign-up form, but this booking form also includes the ability to filter by categories and override a lesson price for the first lesson. On the second tab, you can customize which fields are visible on the form, and of those fields, which ones you'd like to be optional and which ones are mandatory. On the third tab, you can customize your registration success message and even add a conversion tracking code if you already have one to set up. Click Apply to save your settings, and then click Save and Publish to set this form to be live on your website. Let's take a look. This is what prospective students and parents will see when visiting your website. They can take a look at the entire calendar at a glance, and they'll see any available lessons that you've added as an option. Once they've selected their lesson, they'll be prompted to add the rest of their registration information that we customized in the form previously. Now, let's take a look at how to set things up behind the scenes for our second type of form, Book from Availability. This type of form doesn't use pre-existing calendar events, but instead uses your teacher's availability to populate the calendar. To get started, navigate to one of your teacher's profiles from the Teachers and Staff page. Select the Booking and Availability tab to see your booking settings. Buffer time refers to the amount of time after a booked event that prospective students will be able to book a lesson with this teacher. If you want to avoid a situation where there's too much time in between lessons, you can select this box to set the maximum amount of time between this teacher's lessons. Start time increments force each booked lesson to start at certain increment on the clock. Just a reminder, these apply to your external booking forms only and are not limiting any bookings being added to the calendar manually. Under this section is the availability. In order to use our Book from Availability form on your website, each teacher will have to have their own availability listed in this section of their profile, or else they will be shown as fully booked. Add the available days and times, and make sure that Allow Online Booking is selected, and then click Save. While you're in this teacher's profile, click on the pencil icon next to their profile picture to edit their profile, and scroll down to Instruments. This is an optional feature, but if this teacher teaches multiple instruments, then you can add them here and they will act as a filter on the Book from Availability form. Also, double check that the visibility on Public Form selection is set to Visible. Now that we have everything set up, let's visit our website to add the Book from Availability block. Clicking on the pencil icon to edit this form will provide you with the same customization options as the Book from Calendar form, except that you don't have the option to filter by category, but you do have the option of filtering by teachers, as well as holding a weekly time slot. Click Apply to save your settings, and then click Save and Publish to set this form to be live on your website. Let's take another look at our website. On this form, prospective students and parents will see your instrument options first if you've added them, and then will be brought to the calendar. Here, they'll be able to choose any date and time that you've selected as being available, and is customized using the preferences we set up before. Once they've picked their lesson, they'll be prompted to add the rest of their registration information that we customized in the form previously. If you have your own studio website outside of MyMusicStaff, you can still take advantage of all of these forms by embedding them on your own website. Check out our video on connecting your own website to MyMusicStaff for detailed instructions. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you are always welcome to reach out to our amazing support staff at support@mymusicstaff.com.